Hi and welcome to your practice. We are doing a flexibility flow today. So we're moving through some deep postures and holds and probably a little bit more advanced variations. So it is a class catered to those of you that have a bit more range of motion to work with, but of course you modify as you need. I will demonstrate and cue the deepest range of motion that I have. If you can't go that far, then don't. If you can go further, then do. Let's figure this out in our own bodies. And let's start at our backs. Coming down, flat on your back. Bring the right leg into your chest. And take a few deep breaths here as you just hug that knee close to you. Getting in contact with our breath here. We're going to grab whatever we can get a hold of that right foot or calf or ankle and stretch it up towards the sky. At the same time, lengthen the left leg away from you so that that left hip stays down to the floor. And just gently pulling that leg in for a few breaths. And then grab the heel with your right hand, open the leg out to the side, letting the leg fall close to the floor as much as it can reach. Have a couple of breaths here. And coming back, switch it to your left hand and come into a twist, letting the right leg drop down to the left. Opening up the right arm, getting expansive here, so actively reach all of your limbs out and away from your torso. And bend your right knee to come back to center here and release it down. Place the hips back to the middle if they went a bit off center. Hug the left leg to your chest. Just focusing in on a few deeper breaths here first as you pull on that knee gently. Then grab your foot or your ankle, stretching the left leg up. At the same time, reach the heel of the right leg away from you as well. Couple of more breaths here. And then grab the left heel with your left hand, open it up to the side. Find an inner thigh stretch. Encouraging that right hip to stay down on the floor. Make sure it doesn't go off. And then coming back to center with the left leg, grab it into your right hand. So I hold the foot across and then let the left leg come over to the right into your twist. Open up the left arm. And then again, let's expand the limbs away. So it's an active position. And bending the left knee back, come onto your back. Bending the right leg in just so that we can rock up the spine, cross the legs, come on to hands and knees. Find a child's pose. So the knees will be a little bit closer together than normal. Reaching the arms forward, drop the head. With the inhale, come up through a curved spine. Exhale, start to drop the hips down, keeping the arms straight. Roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe in to expand the crown of the head up. And exhale, arch your spine. Drop the hips to the heels. So we are rippling through the spine both ways. Inhale, start to lift the hips off. Curve. Exhale as you drop the hips down, open up the chest. Take a breath in as the crown of the head unravels. And then exhale, send the sit bones back. Let the belly, chest, and head melt down. 2 more times. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, unravel. Shoulders out of the ears. And exhale, move the hips back. Last time. Breath in, curve. Breath out, start to lower the hips. Breath into your back bend. And this time, send the hips back, but keep them high as you move the hands forward. Drop the chest down for Anahatasana. And the forehead can come to the floor. Maybe you can bring the chest and chin down. Have a few breaths here. Push into the palms to ripple your way back up. Walk the hands in underneath your shoulders. Move through a cow pose, arch the spine, tuck the toes, and exhale to send the sit bones up for a downward facing dog. Walk out your feet here for a moment. Bend one knee, send the other heel down. Waking up the backs of the legs a little bit more. And then you're going to ground your left heel down, send the right heel up to the sky. Breath in, keep the hips square. Exhale to stay here. Inhale, open the hips, keep the knees straight as you send the toes to the sky. And then bend the knee, let that leg drop behind you. Inhale, lift the knee higher, and then start to bring it forward towards your armpit. Look underneath your right arm. Maybe you can even look up all the way to the ceiling. If you want, you can stretch that leg up. Flex your foot as you bring it down towards the floor, sideways. Left leg up, breath in, send the heel away from you. Finish your exhale here so that with the next inhale, you can point your toes, send the leg up to the sky, opening the hip. And then let the heel drop behind you for scorpion. Lift the knee higher and then start to draw a circle with it out to the side. So the leg is next to you now. Maybe twist the torso, look under that left shoulder. If you want to stretch the leg, do so. And then flex your foot, bring it down towards the floor. Lift the heels, look forwards, walk to the top of the mat. Place the feet under the hips and let's just stretch out the wrists. The wrists for a moment, slide the hands under the feet. Toes to touch the wrist crease, halfway lift, breath in. And as you now bend the elbows back towards the shins. Drop the head. Pour a little bit of weight into the palms of your hands here. And I like to do a little sway from side to side. And then release the hands, bend the knees, roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Breathe the arms up overhead, maybe lift the gaze in the chest. Draw the hands to heart center as you exhale. We move into our little flow. Breath in, arms up, maybe a back bend. Folding forwards, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Chaturanga, you can step back or jump back. Finding your upward facing dog. Inhale. And downward facing dog. Exhale. We're going to wave our body again. So lift the heels, ripple through the spine all the way forwards. Keep the toes tucked as you draw up into an up dog position. Breath in. And then send the hips back through an arched spine. Melt the belly and chest. in. Again, coming forwards. Dropping the hips, opening the chest, and coming back. Last time. Inhale to ripple. Exhale to drop the hips. Inhale here, keep the right toes tucked, lift the left leg off the floor, and then send it back into a three-legged dog as you push back with the hands. Now bend the knee, keeping the hips slightly square at least, so that now when we come forward again, look up, try to touch your left toes to the back of your head. We are in a high plank here. And then squeeze the heel towards the glute, lift the head, breathe in. Knee to your chest, curve into a tiger curl. Step the leg forward, find a crescent lunge. We have a couple of breaths here. And then if you want to clasp the hands, get your peace fingers to reach and draw a line in the ceiling for a back bend. Try to get the arms behind the ears. Lift the chest. Deep breath in. Open the arms wide. Come into a pyramid pose. Stretch your front leg. Hop your back leg in slightly so the heel can be on the floor. Find a long spine. Breath in. And folding forwards. Exhale. We're going to come into a variation of this pose. So start to look forwards. Walk the hands to the inside of that left leg. Keep the hips square. We are not turning into a wide-legged forward fold. But the left hand is going to reach towards that right leg. And you can try to slide it down as far as you can on the right leg. So it can be up on the thigh or down towards the ankle. Then grab your left foot with your right arm and try to twist underneath the right arm, looking up to the sky. Keeping the breath steady. One more. Gently look down, release the hands. Now we walk into a wide-legged forward fold. You might want to toe heel your feet wider as you drop forwards here, reaching the crown of the head down to the floor. You can stay in your wide-legged forward fold. If you want a headstand, choose your tripod or maybe clasping the hands behind the head as you lift the legs off from a straddle and reach them to the sky. So whatever you've chosen, hold it here for a moment. Finding some deep breaths. If you are in your headstand, start to open the legs wide again, landing back into your wide-legged forward fold. Find your halfway lift. Turn your toes outwards, come into your Skandasana to the back of your mat, so into your right knee. Hands to heart center. And then let's open the arms. Have a breath in here. Maybe you want to bind around that knee. And then hands back to heart center. Ninja. Move your way back to the front of your mat. Find your easy twist. Right hand down, left arm up. Lean into your right hand. Pull the hips back so that you can lift your left leg off the floor and place it behind you for a wild thing. Have a deep breath in. Keep the legs where they are. Just lower the hips to the floor. We do that 2 more times. Breath in to lift the hips. This time you might want to reach the arm down towards the floor. Look at the floor. And then exhale. Come down. Inhale back up. If you can, touch the floor with your hand. Move your way into your bridge, into your wheel pose. Readjust the hands and feet as you need to, holding your wheel, or maybe stay in your wild thing for 2 more breaths. Keep deepening your back bend. We're going to come back the way we came out. So if you went into your wheel, twist yourself out of it, stretch your right leg, plant a hand back on the mat if you wandered off. Find your wild thing but without the back bend. Pick up your left leg into a side plank. You can grab your toe here, moving away to full Vashisthasana for a moment. And then that leg comes into a tiger curl. Moves across into a fallen triangle, extend. Now that we're going to place the left leg down and slide our hips to the floor. So we're sort of facing the back corner of the mat. Moving into a straddle, so you can open the legs wider if you can. And then coming into our first little break here. Breathing slowly. Two more breaths. And coming up, walk the hands back. Maybe bring your left leg in a bit if it did go out wide. Step the right leg over. Turn to the top of the mat. So you're in this grasshopper position here with all 10 toes facing the front. We're going to lean into the hands and the front foot. Move into a standing split so the left leg comes up. Drop the head down. Maybe grab your ankle and do a little pull of your ankle. And find your halfway lift. Keep the leg high. From here, bend both of your knees. Curve the spine. We roll up for a stork pose. Knee to your chest. Breath in. And hands to heart. Center breath out. Let's go other side. Drop the hands. Breath in. Come into a back bend if you like. And then fold forwards. Exhale. Halfway lift. Step or jump back. Move through your chaturanga as normal here. To find your downward facing dog. We do 3 spinal ripples. Lift the heels. Come forwards. Big wave of the body. Expand. Breath in. And then hips goes back. 2 more times. Inhale in your back bend. Exhale, lift the hips. Last time. This time, keep the left toes tucked. Lift the right leg off the floor. Come into your 3-legged dog as you push yourself back. Bend your right knee. Keep the hips somewhat square. Come into a high plank as you try to touch the toes to your head. Maybe some of you can do that. Hold for a moment. Make sure the shoulders move forward over the hands. Squeeze the heel to your glute. Breath in. And then tiger curl the leg. Curve the spine. Step forwards. Curve the lunge. Sinking down. And if you want, clasp the hands like the peace fingers, draw up to the sky, and then behind you for a back bend. Open up the arms wide, melt the belly to the thigh for a pyramid pose. Hop your back leg in slightly so the heel can be planted onto the floor. If you found this position to be hard for your balance, you might want to hop your left leg a bit out to the left as well, so your feet are more on train tracks and less on one straight line. Deep breath in as you lengthen your spine, and exhale to fold. We are here first. Moving into our variation, so start to move the right hand on the inside of the right leg, and then back towards the left. Maybe you grab the thigh, maybe you can slide the hand close towards the ankle. Start to twist the chest, walk the left fingertips over your head. Try to find your left foot to pull on either foot and open up in your twist. Deep breaths. And release. Walk to the left. Find your wide-legged forward fold. Adjust the feet as you need to. And then folding forwards. Do your variation here. You can reach the arms through the legs, crown of the head towards the floor. If you want an inversion of any kind, it can also be a forearm stand or a handstand. We have some time to play here. Opening the legs if you went upside down. Coming back to your wide-legged forward fold. Find your halfway lift. Turn the toes out and come into your Skandasana on the left side, so to the back of your mat. Hands at heart center. Maybe you want to open. Maybe you want to bind. Couple of breaths. And then bring the hands back to heart center. Ninja your way to the front. Left hand down, right arm up. Easy twist. Pour the weight into your left hand. Pick up your right foot. Place it behind you for a wild thing. Full breath in. Drop the hips down. I'm going to give you a bit of an adjustment you can make to easier get into your back bend from here. Turn that hand, the fingertips to the side. So it's going to allow your shoulder to twist around itself a little bit easier. But first, let's do this one more time. Breath in as you lift the hips. Try to reach the arm up and over the head and down to the floor. And then come down. Last time. Breath in to lift. This time you might be able to twist into your bridge, your wheel, and readjust the hands and feet as needed to be here. A few breaths here. If you're off your mat, totally fine, so am I. And we're going to go back down to where we came from. Drop the hips, stretch that left leg back out. Rearrange this hand on the mat. Come into this side plank variation. Lift your right knee to the sky. Maybe you can grab your toe for full Vashisthasana. And then release that leg, tiger curl it in. Move over to a fallen triangle. Place the right leg to the floor, slide the hips down, find your straddle stretch. We rest for a moment. and then gently make your way back up. Center the right leg straight out from the mat. Cross the left leg over, find this grasshopper position. Weight into the hands, into the left foot, send the right leg up for a standing split. Drop the head, maybe grab your ankle, give yourself a pull. Then find your halfway lift, keep the leg up high. Bend the knees, start to curve the spine. We roll up for a stork pose, knee to your chest. Hands to heart, center, close the eyes. Just stay here for a moment. Letting the body process what it's just been through. You can drop the hands down by your side, palms facing forward for mountain pose. Keep breathing deep. Maybe you can even slow down the breath a bit now that we're still. Take a moment to give some gratitude to the body for what it just did for you. However you feel like this practice went, we don't want to label it as a good or a bad practice. You showed up on your mat. You moved the body did hard things. So now we want to show some gratitude for the practice, for ourselves, and also for each other for practicing here in this online space together. Bring the hands to heart center. You can open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'll see you in my next